Welcome to the TMC Newsroom. Thanks for watching. My name is Rich Tarani. On our program today is Celine Griffard, who's the Executive Vice President of One Call Manage. Hi, Celine. How are you?
Good, thank you, Rich.
So tell me a little bit about your company.
One Call Manage, my partner and I co-founded it, and we have brought a new face to expense management. One Call has a whole different approach to managing wireless expenses because we understood the gaps of the industry, because we came from working for the wireline companies, came from working for the wireless carriers. We understood what was missing, not only from an expense management piece, but also missing from a customer utilization piece in dealing with the users through the carriers. And so what we did is we created software that automates things to the point that we manage user behavior. We profile the users. We take a whole different approach as opposed to doing it reactionary from we get the invoices from the carriers and we react to it as in it's typically done in the industry today. We actually take a whole different approach. We do it from profiling the users, from understanding what's happening. They're our nucleus in our whole ecosystem of mobility management.
Now, as data is going from one price from flat price to becoming more of a tiered price on the wireless networks, is that affecting your business at all, or consumer behavior, or user behavior?
It's a very good question. Absolutely, actually, it's all the things that are happening today are creating more challenges for our customers, and because of the way that we do things and the way that we are 100% automated, our technology has given our customers the tools to manage that and to help them make better decisions in the changing world of the wireless. With the carriers, because of the new iPads coming out, no more unlimited all-you-can-eat data, all those kind of things are creating massive challenges for very large customers. And our large customers are primed and ready for not only what's going on today, but what's going to happen tomorrow, because the face of wireless is changing. In 2 years, desk phones are going away. Mm-hmm. And customers have to be ready. And because of what we do and how we do it, it takes a whole different approach to what's going on in the expense management arena.
So the different approach is trying to ascertain the best plan per user, and does that vary based upon time of year as well?
Well, it's not only just the best plan. It's actually, instead of, corporations, the old way of doing it was, let's stop text messaging. Let's, our costs are going through the roof. Where can we cut the fat? Let's stop text messaging here. Let's stop that. That's not what we're telling our customers today. We're saying, if this tool is a strategic business tool for your organization, then you need to treat it like that. And so you profile the user behavior. If you're in accounting, or if you're in sales, or if you're, in marketing, what do you need to use this business tool for? How are you using it? What's the purpose of it? And then putting them on the appropriate plans based on that profile. And then taking the historical trend. Some of our customers have cyclical businesses. They ramp up and ramp down large numbers of cell phones. That's a nightmare in today's world with pooling and everything.
Sure.
And to keep costs down, because if you go over, you pay a fortune.
Sure.
And so we give them the very sophisticated software with very sophisticated algorithms that can manage all that for them. We basically take full-time headcounts that are in organizations today managing devices. That goes away to only 2 to 3 hours a month once they engage and utilize all of One Call services.
That's great. Are there any mistakes that you could talk about that you see often in the industry that companies are making?
The carriers making, or the?
No, the corporations, in terms of just wasting money that they're not even realizing.
Big one is zero usage phones, because they don't know who's got what. Because we can get so granular, that's one of the unique things about One Call. We can get very granular in what we do, deep down into the invoice. Typically, the industry, if you take a 10-story apartment building, the 10th floor being the top of the building, the one being the basement, most can get down to the 8th floor. We get down to the basement. Because we can get so granular, and we understand the profiling of the user, we then can prevent drawers of phones sitting out there that aren't being used. We can prevent a department saying, I'm going to cut off all text messaging. Basically, if you do that for sales, a lot of customers like to text today. You're cutting off their arm in order to help them sell.
Of course.
That's not the way to do it. Is you give them the tools they need to get the job done. And when companies use our software and use our total ecosystem of services, what happens is they actually increase their revenue because their productivity goes up, they decrease their costs, and they have greater visibility so that they can plan for the future.
So the
because
answer
of the
was
trending.
that the biggest problem or the biggest money waster is having a drawer full of phones that are just kind of sitting there.
It's that and managing the challenges that the carriers are bringing today because they are changing things. Even if you have something in a contract, they are changing your plans mid-contract. I mean, there's just a whole host of things going on. They'll try to sweeten the pie and say, we're going to give you this now
Right.
instead of this in lieu of that. And it's confusing customers because they think they're getting a better deal when, in fact, when we run it through our system, they're not getting a better deal.
Is there any necessity for you to, throughout the course of the month, have software that goes in and monitors usage per device, or is that something you're doing?
Absolutely. We can put a software on a smartphone, piece of software, and we can manage, we can know where you're at, where you're located. If you're a salesperson saying you're in Connecticut at TMC today and you're actually in New York City, we can tell that. And if you're about to go,
Oh, we'll have to talk after this is over.
if we have to go to someone's going to go roaming, the help desk can be alerted this person is now just roaming.
Mhm.
They don't have a roaming plan. We can actually shut the phone down if the corporation wants to do that.
Sure.
Or we can quickly put them on a roaming plan because
Sure.
they're international. And speaking of international, that's one called sweet spots is that we have one of our customers in 31 countries. So we do France, Spain, UK, Germany. It's easy because of the way our software was written.
That's awesome. So we've got 30 seconds left. What's next?
What's next is by giving the customer the tools and what we're doing, we're taking it to the next level. What we're going to be doing for our customers is preparing them from what's happening moving forward when a desk phone is replaced by a cell phone. So we have additional versions of our enhancements to our software that are going to even give them more than they have today, which right now we have changed the face of expense management.
That's great. Thank you so much for being on the program.
Thank you for having us.
Nice to meet
Pleasure
you.
being here today. Thank you.